of the industry member. Today we have 2 awards, one a previous year and for this year. Key criteria that a jury of our past presidents and others who are involved in selection look at contribution to industry, contribution to society, global repute, and of course pioneers who have laid the foundation of the modern Indian industry. So to begin with, we will have the first awardees film to be played, followed by his receiving of the award. May we have the first awardees film, please.
A business leader, a visionary, who created value with innovative business strategies and a strong entrepreneurial spirit, establishing a lasting impact in India's corporate history.
Theories that are built around my entrepreneurship was do things that have not been done before. Because if you're competing with the big boys in areas where they're strong, there's no chance for us to succeed. And in my quest to now look for the next big breakthrough product.
A first-generation entrepreneur who built Airtel as India's largest integrated communications solutions provider, serving nearly 500 million customers. Mr. Mittal started his first venture at the age of 18. By the early 1990s, he identified the potential of mobile telecom business as a major growth area. He drove his ideas forward and launched Airtel in 1997.
I'm a product of digital India in the early days, right from 1983-84. I have seen the power of what technology has done in this country and what it can do in the future.
With a long association with CII, Mr. Sunil Mittal led the evolving sectors of telecom, infrastructure, and ICT among others. He was the president of CII in 2007 and 2008, at a time when the Indian economy had reached new growth peaks. Under his guidance, CII focused on spotlighting India and its growing economic strength in the most important regional and global events. Over the decades, Mr. Sunil Mittal's leadership has been globally recognized, and he has shared his immense capabilities with many international organizations. He not only took multi-enterprises to new heights, but also represented India and Indian industry at global platforms, showcasing its emerging strengths and growing economy, as well as its dynamic reforms journey to a global audience. He has transformed India's communication and digital way of life and has created value for millions with his innovative business strategies, customer focus, and relentless drive for excellence. For his outstanding industry leadership, Mr. Sunil Mittal was conferred with Padma Bhushan by the Government of India in 2007. For his significant contributions to UK-India business relations, Mr. Mittal was awarded the Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire in 2015.
I really owe this to CII. CII is well regarded, well recognized in the UK. It has got deep roots there. So I have really enjoyed, taking forward this particular agenda of Indo-UK business and investment relationship.
Committed to societal development, Mr. Mittal established the Bharati Foundation for schools in villages across India, offering free quality education. Mr. Sunil Mittal's inspiring journey shows the world that no dream is too big to be achieved. His achievements stand as exemplars for Indian industry and beyond. CII salutes Mr. Sunil Mittal for his exemplary contribution and visionary leadership and honorary recipient of the CII President's Award for Lifetime Achievement.
request Mr. Sunil Mittal to say a few words, please.
Thank you, Sanjay. Honourable Minister, what a great pleasure to receive this honor from you. A minister who has seen my journey in some different moments as a Executive Minister. Most of you, my friends in CII, my past president colleagues, and the larger members of the CII, you know that I've had the great pleasure of working closely with you.
आप लोग लाउड स्पीकर की बात करो नहीं स्पीकर थोड़ा वॉल्यूम हल्का बढ़ा देना कोई दिक्कत नहीं इसको भी लाउड स्पीकर चाहिए अंकुश जी के पास है तो स्पीकर लगाओ अगर तुम्हारा बंदा है तभी आना नहीं तो नहीं आना
All this is possible because of this wonderful institution, and I therefore take this honor as a very special honor amongst the many other awards that I have received. CII is a very special place, a place that works very closely with the society, with all its stakeholders, in building a policy narrative that takes our country forward. From our family, actually, three of us, all three brothers, have had the privilege of doing national service through chambers. Rakesh is here. Rakesh has also been the CII president. Rajan went on the other side on FICCI and became the president there. But I personally feel that all of us in the industry also have a duty to serve from these very important positions of the chambers, whether it's certain segments of the industry, zones, geographies, or of course as the president of the CII. I would encourage most of my other younger budding businessmen, entrepreneurs to take responsibilities within CII because the government looks towards chambers, especially a chamber like CII, to work closely with them to guide their policy framework. I will just take one more moment to echo what our Prime Minister mentioned yesterday. These are difficult times. We as a country have been moving at a fantastic speed, growing at 6-7% year on year. Generally, things are looking very, very good, but there are situations that develop which are beyond anybody's control. And the current problem in the Middle East that we are all facing, creating a tremendous amount of pressure on the global economies, and India is no different in that aspect, and we can't escape the difficulties that the world is facing currently on economic terms. His message yesterday was very profound. I think we in the industry need to play our role. We need to play our part. We have employment of millions of people. We can take his message forward in a very deep and meaningful way. We need to get away from this obsession of import of gold. We need to lower our energy costs. We need to move more faster towards renewable energy in our industry. And importantly, we need to vote with our feet within our country. Spend more here, put more capex here. My own company, Airtel, in 24-25 spent about 31,000 crores in capex. And if I include our subsidiary Indus Towers, there is another 7,000 crores. 26, which we'll be announcing in the next 2 or 3 days, the investment went up. And we know that in the current year, the investment will keep on going up. We need to invest more. This is not the moment to shy away. This is the moment to invest, double down in our own country, because the underlying growth is there. This is a continent of consumers, large, young population wanting more products and more services. And let's give them more from India, make in India, from India, serving India. Thank you.
Can we have the film for the next awardee for the award for this year, 25-26?
A pioneer who redefined what it means to build a world-class enterprise from the heart of India. His penchant for global standards makes him a true exception, a true architect of industrial transformation, creating a legacy. Mr. Venu Srinivasan has been at the vanguard of Indian industry, steering its transformation with vision, precision, and an unwavering commitment to excellence.
As the chairman emeritus of TVS Motor Company, he transformed it into a name synonymous with innovation, quality, and customer trust, steering its growth as a company of global quality and recognition by adopting admirable work ethos and a progressive work culture.
I grew up right through my high school, engineering, working as summer apprentice under a car or truck as an apprentice mechanic for 5 summers. So I have no problem doing whatever it takes. And I think that was very necessary because in this culture, people look to you.
Our aim is nation first, company next, and we want to make India globally competitive.
He has also contributed to the restoration of India's ancient temples.
And by working with everybody, we create this transformation.
Mr. Venu Srinivasan's life's work is a testament to the power of purpose-driven leadership, one that blends industrial excellence with social responsibility and nation building at its very core. CII salutes Mr. Venu Srinivasan, honorary recipient of the CII President's Award for Lifetime Achievement 2025-26.
Request Mr. Venu Srinivasan, please. I request Mr. Venu Srinivasan to say a few words, please.
Honorable Minister, Mr. Memani, my friend CB, and all my wonderful peers with whom I have been associated for the last more than 40 years. I must touch upon my dear friend Sunil Mittal for a minute and say that it is indeed an honor for me to receive it along with you. He has been such a great leader, and it's, I think, a special moment. I would like to go back to what will make Viksit Bharat come true. Dreams are easy, but realizing dreams are much more difficult. And to win the war for the world markets, we have to develop products, processes, and services that are timely and of high quality at low cost. This is the challenge that our country faces, and given all the crises that we have around and that we import a significant amount of our energy, it is high time that we started producing manufactured trade surpluses. We do have a very good service surplus. And to do that, I have really spent my time in CII substantially promoting quality and competitiveness. And quality and competitiveness is dramatically changing in what quality means. Quality in the old days was if you made a good, reliable, durable product, it was adequate 50 years ago. It moved on to products which are very attractive and snazzy. But now with the advent of software-driven products, almost every product from household appliances to cars, everything is so software-driven, AI-driven, that products no longer can be just the kind of attractive quality that we talked about even just 10, 15 years ago. And added to that is the impetus that these technologies are accelerating product development cycles. Today you talk about countries which are developing a car in 24 months, whereas when I started business, 8 to 10 years was a normal cycle. And they're talking about shrinking it to 18 months. Therefore, I think given our Prime Minister's vision, given the vision of our country and its young people of aspirations, CII and industry should work together, should step up our investment in R&D and to step up our investment in new quality, which is innovation. Quality is no longer just doing good products and processes, but innovation. And the world, you're seeing innovation every day in every product, every process. This is a huge challenge, and I think with our minister's impetus, he's been driving so many new technologies across the portfolios that he is responsible for. I think CII leaders should really invest in innovation and R&D to establish the new quality India. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations to the award winners. It's my pleasure, honor to now welcome and invite and request the keynote speaker of our day, the chief guest, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, the Union Minister for Railways, Information and Broadcasting, Electronics and Information Technology of the Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnaw.
First of all, very big congratulations to both the Lifetime Award winners. Indeed, both of you deserve it so well that I consider it my privilege to be associated with conferring this award to both of you. Both of you have shown to the world and to our country, and especially to our young entrepreneurs, many of us who are present here, that we can build organizations, we can build enterprises which beat the world, which can produce world-beating products, both on quality as well as cost, both on technology as well as innovation, both on creating those values as well as giving back to the society. So congratulations to both of you. Friends, first of all, thanks a lot to CII for once again inviting me to this Annual Business Summit. Rajiv ji, Chandrajit ji, both of you, and to all the members of CII. I'll start from where Mr. Mittal made a mention and where our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, yesterday gave a very clarion call to the entire country. We are living in very turbulent times. for no fault of ours, for a war which is there between two different countries in our neighborhood, the entire world is getting affected by it. And of course, we are also affected by it because we have a large energy import infrastructure which has to be met through our foreign currency reserves. So that's why our Prime Minister has given this clarion call that despite this turbulence in the entire world, so far we have been able to manage it so well. We have seen many other countries, for example, our neighbors, where the petrol and diesel prices have shot hugely. There are other many countries where emergency has been proclaimed, energy emergency has been proclaimed. We have seen in other countries where the prices have gone up significantly. But we have been able to maintain it so far because of the very well thought through policies that our government and our Prime Minister have executed so far. But since the war is now still going on, and yesterday's developments we all know, that truce is still far away, looking kind of difficult. So that's why it's very important that we as citizens also play our role in this entire effort. We as citizens, as our Prime Minister has asked all of us to, can reduce our expenditure on everything that requires foreign exchange to be spent. And in our lives, in our own ways of working, we can identify whatever we can do to preserve the foreign exchange. Simultaneously, we must also earn the foreign exchange more and more. Both things have to go in parallel. So I'll request all of you to take cognizance of Honorable Prime Minister's call to the nation, and within your own means, within your own enterprises, within your own businesses, try to do whatever best you can. I'll now come to the three major points that I thought I'll cover in today's keynote address. First is about railways. Second is about electronics and semiconductors. Third is about the way AI is changing our world. And to that point, Mr. Memani has given me some homework, so I have to answer that also. Railway capex has increased from about 66,000 crore a few years ago to about 2,72,000 crores in the last financial year. And the capacity of the entire industry, the capacity of the railway department to execute projects at this scale has also grown simultaneously. For example, in the last financial year, the entire capex was spent practically in the first week of March itself. Not up to 31st March, but practically by the last week of February, it was like 98 point some percentage. And then we had to, in a sense, stop that because we have to complete the entire year. So we had to practically stop spending. That is the kind of pace which has started happening in our country. Mr. Vinayak Chatterjee is here. You would know that how difficult it is for railways to make this cultural change where works can happen at this pace. And this has really helped us because in the last decade, we have added now 36,000 kilometers of tracks. We have electrified about 49,000 kilometers of tracks. And to give you a perspective, 49,000 kilometers of railway tracks electrified means we have electrified more than the entire network of Germany. And 36,000 kilometers of new tracks means we have added about 6 Switzerlands to our railway network. So that is the kind of pace at which work is happening. Simultaneously, the production of wagons, the production of locomotives, those have also gone up significantly. Probably all of you are aware that every summer season and the season just the months before that, one of the biggest headline used to be that only few days worth coal is left in the power plants. It used to be always a kind of struggle between the power plants and the coal mines, and the railway used to get all the beating, but that news is now out of any headlines, any newspapers. Those things are out now. We have 54 million tons of coal stored in the power plants even in the month of May, which used to be like 15, 16 million tons used to be the norm. Now it is 54 million tons, and it is something which we need not worry at all in many, many years to come, many decades to come. These are the changes which have happened because of a very clear vision of our leader, of our Prime Minister, and then followed by meticulous vision, meticulous execution within the entire team of his council. Each and every problem that we found, we decided that let us try to go to the root cause. Figure out what is the root cause, why this problem is there, and then try to address it either using a technological solution or using a process change or bringing investment in that or changing the entire thing in a different way. Otherwise, you cannot solve such big problems. These are large problems, very complex problems, huge legacy of 150 years. And to solve them, one has to really, really go deep inside and find out what is the root cause and then solve for it. Danda chalane se nahi hota. Dande ke saath, danda is one part of it, but real thing is one has to really go to the root cause and solve it. Simultaneously, on the safety record, I want to share with you, we still have to do a lot more, but we have been able to, last financial year was in railways history, the safest in its entire history of 150 years. But we have to really, really do a lot more. We have been able to reduce the accidents by 90%, and derailments today are like almost 1/70th of a comparable railway like the North American railway. All the railways in North America, which is about 1,500, we are at the level of about 45 or 50. So huge changes happen, but we still have to keep doing more. And our dream project, the dedicated freight corridor, got completed on 5th April, where the last section which had to be connected to the JNPT port, that also got connected. There were lots and lots of problems in it because of the way the bids had been taken by the contractors, and lots of effort had to be put into finally complete it, because bids were very low, and most of the cases they were in a situation where either you terminate or you find a different way of doing it. But finally we could complete all those projects, and now we are doing about 480 trains per day on the freight corridors. And many of you who use the freight corridor know that the time from hinterland to the ports has shrunk from something around 48 hours. It used to be 48 to 50 hours. That has now come down to 12 to 16 hours. So that's a huge change which has happened. The high-speed train also, the bullet train project has also progressed very well. And I'll really request all of you who are interested or who have interest in technology to look at some of the videos which are being posted about the high-speed, the bullet train, because we have fundamentally changed the way construction happens in railway. We have made it a factory-driven construction. The entire, except the foundation, everything is now standardized. So the pier is standardized, the girder is standardized, the pier cap is standardized, the track bed is standardized, the railway track is standardized, the overhead electrical is standardized, and everything gets manufactured in factories and brought here on the site using some really phenomenally great machines that initially we imported, but then now they are all made in India and then constructed on site. And that is the future that we need to build for the new 7 high-speed corridors that our Honorable Prime Minister has approved and Honorable Finance Minister announced in the last budget. Now, see the change that will happen because of these high-speed corridors. Mumbai, Ahmedabad, these two cities and the cities in between, large economies, Surat, Baroda, Anand, Vapi, Thane, these are large economies, large populations. They will all become one city, one economy, one region, because Mumbai to Ahmedabad will be 1 hour and 57 minutes. So which means if you are living in Surat, or living in Baroda, or living in Anand, or living in Vapi, or Thane, you can move to any of these places within your day's work, go to the city, work there, and come back and have dinner with your children, with your family. That kind of change is happening. And the progress is so good, each time the Japanese, they are supporting us in this project, each time they come and see the project, they are like, come on, what's happening? That kind of thing is their general reaction. And last time when their MLIT minister came and he visited the site, he was so impressed. He said that many of these technologies we'll take to Japan next time when we do the next corridor. That's the change which has happened. And now, with the new corridors, Mumbai to Pune, right? Ahmedabad to Mumbai we have come. From Mumbai to Pune will be 48 minutes only. Mumbai to Pune will be just 48 minutes. Then from Pune to Hyderabad will be 1 hour and 55 minutes. Pune to Hyderabad will be 1 hour and 55 minutes. Then Hyderabad to Bengaluru and Hyderabad to Amravati to Chennai, right? So Hyderabad to Bengaluru will be 2 hours and 8 minutes only. 2 hours and 8 minutes. So nobody will fly. These sectors will be out for airlines. I'm reminding right away for those who want to invest in airlines, please note it. These sectors will be all 99% dominated by railways. And I mean, there are examples. In Japan, Tokyo, Osaka is like Tokyo, Nagoya, Kobe, Osaka. That sector is 99% railway only. And similar things have happened in China, similar things have happened in Korea. Wherever high-speed rail comes, it's basically the dominant mode of transportation for everybody. So Hyderabad, Bengaluru will be 2 hours, 8 minutes. And Chennai, Hyderabad to Chennai will be 2 hours, 55 minutes. And the best part is Bengaluru to Chennai. Bengaluru to Chennai will become 2 cities combined into 1 city. Bengaluru to Chennai will be 78 minutes only. Only 78 minutes. So that change is happening. Again, this is the southern part of the network, western and southern part of the network. On the northern side, we are starting from Delhi to Lucknow, to Varanasi, to Patna, and all the way to Siliguri, because that is the path to northeastern states. So this path we have taken. So in this path, I need to take my notes from there. Delhi to Varanasi will be 3 hours and 50 minutes. Delhi to Varanasi. Delhi to Lucknow will be significantly lesser, just about 2 hours. Delhi to Lucknow will be just about 2 hours. And Varanasi and Patna and Varanasi and Lucknow, they will all become one single economy because of this high-speed train. And Varanasi to Patna, then Patna to Siliguri will be again 2 hours and 55 minutes. So practically Delhi to Siliguri, far in the eastern side, one can reach practically in 6 hours by this journey. This will be investment of about 16 lakh crore rupees. And practically the entire investment will be for Indian manufacturers and Indian construction firms, because we have entire construction work, entire design work, using some of the best brains in our country at IIT Mumbai, IIT Roorkee, and IIT Madras. We have practically entire design work we have now standardized. Entire design will be standardized. So if it is a 5-meter pier, it will be one standard. It's a 5.5-meter pier, here is a design which is available. If the girder is 35 meters, this is the length, this is the design. 36 meters, this is the design. 37 meters, this is the design. So it's practically entire thing will be like a factory-built standard production kind of scenario will come. We are starting the land acquisition work because land is the most difficult part of it. Once we acquire the land, then the construction will move at a pace which you have never imagined in your life earlier. You might have seen in other countries, especially the neighbors, but now you will see that same pace in our country because the way the entire program is being conceived. One very heartening thing which happened earlier in telecom, Mr. Mittal is there, telecom manufacturing was unheard of and telecom exports were unheard of. Today we have close to 35,000 crore worth telecom exports, and similar thing has happened in railways now. While we have been exporting coaches and some locomotives to our neighboring countries and to some countries in Africa, the change which has happened is the most complex part of a train is the propulsion system, right? That's where very high current, 900 ampere currents and very high voltages, 33 kV voltages are handled for moving a train at 120, 180 or 300 kilometers per hour. That propulsion system is the most complex thing in a train. Everything else is metal bending. Everything else is the easiest part of making a train. Propulsion is the most difficult part of a train. Guess what? Today we are exporting propulsion to which countries? Any guesses? Germany, France, Italy, Switzerland, Poland, US. These are the countries to which we are exporting propulsion today. That's what India is today. And that's the path we have to keep taking as we go forward to our journey of Viksit Bharat. And that is where the role of all of you entrepreneurs, all of you senior leaders of the industry comes. What Mr. Srinivasan said, focus on the quality, focus on cost, focus on the processes, focus on producing products, manufacturing products and designing products which can compete on cost and compete on quality. These are the two major parameters on which we have to build our country. There was a recent tender in Africa, one of the mines which is owned by a large country. In that mine, our locomotives, India-made locomotives, and that country's locomotives, and the countries from Europe, they all competed. And we won on cost and quality both. That has to be the approach towards life. And it's not an easy task, as Mr. Srinivasan very clearly said. These are the things which require huge amount of effort, a lot of thoughtful work, lots and lots of painstaking, meticulous, solving the problem kind of approach, training up people, getting better processes, getting better HR, everywhere we have to keep improving. As the Japanese say, the word Kaizen, I really love that word, Kaizen, where you are continuously improving from wherever you are, continuously improving so that you achieve that level of perfection. Similar things have happened in electronics and semiconductors. Mobile phone exports, all of you are aware, last financial year, from the traditional exported items, we all know that for almost 20, 25, 30 years, diesel used to be the biggest, single largest exported commodity. Gems and jewelry, textiles, engineered goods. These were the 4 largest exported commodities. Last year, which was the largest exported commodity? Smartphones. Smartphones was the largest exported goods out of India. And electronics has become among the top 3 categories for exports. And this is just the beginning. We also exported last year about 30,000 crore worth electronics components to our neighbor, which again is a very, very big change which has happened in the last Make in India mission. So that kind of change has happened for electronics components. Now we have 71 factories which have been recently announced across the country, which are going to manufacture many of the components, and many of them are in advanced stage of construction now. Many components we will have 100% of our domestic demand met. Many components we will become part of the global value chain and start exporting to the world. And I have been asking the manufacturers to focus a lot on what Mr. Venu Srinivasan said. Quality, quality, quality. 6 Sigma, 6 Sigma, 6 Sigma. Lean manufacturing, 6 Sigma, design inputs. Make sure that we can compete in the world over a very long term, not just for 5 years, 6 years, but build that base which will take us to the Viksit Bharat. And the most heartening thing is the semiconductor manufacturing. 1962 is when we started this journey. We tried so many times, so many prime ministers tried. Prime Minister Nehru tried, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi ji tried, Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi ji tried, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh ji tried. They all tried. Finally, the success came to Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. And today we have 2 factories which are already doing commercial production. 3rd factory should start the commercial production in July, and the 4th should start somewhere in November or December. Out of the 12 factories, one very satisfying thing is this screen that you see here, this large screen. This is micro LED screen. This is actually the future of display, because there are 3 screens, right? Large screens, medium screens, and small screens. Large screen is micro LED. Medium screen is TV screen, which is LCD, that TV that you see here. That is LCD. And the small screen is your mobile phone, that is AMOLED or OLED. Now, the world is, as you know, innovating a lot, and there are geopolitical challenges that we are facing because of concentration which is happening in one part of the world. That's why there is huge innovation which is happening. And this micro LED is today one of the leading technologies which is rapidly shrinking. From the original about 300 microns, it has shrunk to 200 microns. Now it has shrunk to 150 microns. And now it is shrinking all the way to 70 microns. And when it comes to 50 micron as the size of manufacturing, then LCD and micro LED become practically competing on quality and user experience. Price-wise also things are changing because it's a semiconductor manufacturing thing. So every year the price keeps coming down. So there is an opportunity for India to take the lead when the technology is changing. In that inflection point, if we enter, then we can take the lead. So that's why we decided to go for micro LED as a technology. And I hope from today, let's say about 22 months from now, we should have the first production of micro LED screens coming out of our factory. So that's the pace at which we have to move. The third part of the address was around AI, and as all of you know, this is one large, it's the industrial revolution which is happening, a pace which nobody could ever imagine. Nobody could ever think of this pace. Every day, something new is happening. Every week, a new level of technology is being achieved. Every month, we see a new way of working coming out from some part of the world. And this is where we must be very clear in our approach. We have to be the beneficiaries of this technology in increasing our productivity in any sector that we work in. For quality, for production efficiency, for everything that you can think of, we must be part of that chain. And that's why we are very focused on getting the most important part of it, which is the data centers. We have the data centers, we have that entire capacity, the capability, the way to utilize this new technology. And that's why Honorable Finance Minister announced a very big policy. It's a leap of faith, literally a leap of faith. In her budget speech, she announced that till 2047, we are not putting any taxes on data centers. That kind of, we have never heard of that kind of policy decision we have never heard of in our independent India's history. But that decision has been taken, and that decision is very, very important for our country. And rapidly we are seeing investments coming in. Close to about $200 billion worth investment is coming in the data center economy. And that's where the big strength for us will be coming. Second, the subsea cables. We are now building 3 large subsea cable networks apart from what we have existing. One is from Vizag to Australia and then on to US. Second is across the southern coast of India, the peninsula, going to Middle East, then go to Europe and then to the east coast of US. Third one, take the Cape of Good Hope, move around that, and then straight go to the US. So that these 3 large subsea cable networks, and some more are under planning now, will give us that big base of infra, digital infra, which will be the important part of our growth journey in the coming years. So these are the things which are happening. Our strategy is very clear, very focused on getting the use cases, becoming the use case capital of the world. And I'm constantly in touch with our IT industry. They feel that the AI job growth will be kind of, it's almost like it's growing almost 15-20%. Yes, many other parts of the IT industry will have to be transformed now, but the AI-related job growths are happening, and we have to be very careful in it. And I'll request NASSCOM and CII to be a full-fledged partner in training our people towards this new wave of technology which has come, so that our people are ready for this technology. On manufacturing the servers in India, I've requested Google as well as other players, and they are all, and in fact some of the servers manufactured, AI servers manufactured in India, today match on quality standards anywhere in the world. Couple of, about some 7-8 months back, when I had requested HP to start manufacturing their AI servers in India, they were quite initially skeptic about it, but then we requested and they started manufacturing. And when I went to their manufacturing line, the gentleman who had come was from Singapore. I asked him, in comparison with Taiwan manufacturing or South Korea manufacturing or any other part of the world manufacturing, where does this stand? And the answer was categorical. This is the best quality that we are seeing of manufacturing in anywhere in the world. So I've given that example to Google, and Google has agreed to seriously look at manufacturing in India. So that pace is now there, that momentum is there, and it's up to us to now take that momentum and grow forward. Friends, whatever be the turbulence, I can assure you, our strategy of 4 pillars, investment in physical, digital, and social infra, focus on manufacturing and innovation, simplification, and inclusive growth. These 4 pillars. This strategy is going to hold us very good. We will continue to grow at 6 to 8%. We'll continue to have inflation under control. So whatever be your apprehensions in your boards and your investment committees and your, whatever decision-making forums that you use, please be assured that our growth is a long-term growth. Our journey is a very steady journey, and we are going to be coming out as winners from this entire turbulence. We are going to come out winners from this geopolitical change which is happening. So be prepared for that journey by investing today, lest you lose out that race. Thank you, friends. Wish you all the very best.
So I just would like to thank, on behalf of all of you, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister for a very insightful, very thoughtful, very detailed, and very confidence-instilling speech, where he articulated many parts of his ministry and how in each of these things we are excelling, doing very well, thinking ahead, and really living the dream of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So on behalf of all of you, thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you so much for spending time with us. It was an outstanding speech, and I'm sure it instilled everyone who was here with a lot of confidence, hope, and ability and willingness to invest more. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our next session is in the Shah Jahan Hall, and we'll see you there. Thank you.